I've been doing magic a long time, and I was thrilled that they wanted me to come and do some magic stuff for you. So I thought it would be fun to take you back to when I started. I was 12 years old. My mom and dad bought me my first magic set. I perfected that set. My dad says, hey, why don't we do a magic show? We can do it down in the basement. So we set up about 14, 15 chairs in an unfinished basement. I invited my friends and neighbors to come over. My mom served triangle sandwiches, popcorn and chips. It was my first magic trick in my first magic show. And this was the original prop that I made. Now, I walked out on stage. I showed the audience that I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I then put one of those cards in the box, which left me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Now, when I did this, the audience was so stunned, they put their hands in the air and they said, "That was amazing!" One lady raised her hand. Man, if you'll walk around, it sounds like more people are doing that, you know what I mean? Now, come on, guys, you got to get this down. So I'm going to give you another try. I was 6 years old. It was my very first magic show. It was at my parents' house. We're down in the basement. We set up about 40, 50 folding chairs, invited the neighborhood to come over. My mom served triangle sandwiches, popcorn and chips. I then walked out and I showed them that I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I then put not just 1, but 2 cards into the box. Left me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and the audience said, "You guys are catching on. Good job." I'm going to give you one more try. I was 3 years old. It was my first magic show. It was in my parents' basement. We set up about 400 chairs. People were coming out from everywhere. Mom was serving triangle sandwiches, popcorn and chips. I walked down on the stage. I showed them that I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I then put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards into the box. It left me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. The cards disappeared. The audience said, "Oh, thank you." Okay. Ma'am, I know you're just sitting there, you're comfortable. Can I borrow you just for a minute? Would that be okay? Yeah, would that be all right? Come on up here. Give her a nice round of applause, everybody. Yeah, you can just, there's some stairs right over there, okay? You're awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Nice. If you'll come over here and just stand right here, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah. Just on that trap door. That's good. What's your name? What is it? Jen. Oh, that's lovely. Jen, have you ever seen me before? No. You look happy about it. Jen, I've never seen you before either, so I didn't set you up for this, right? Here's what I want you to do. The reason why I picked you, you look like somebody with a good imagination. Is that fair to say? Nice. Here's what I want you to imagine. I put a small stack of cards right here. I want you to imagine, Jen, there's 4 cards. Can you imagine that? Nice. Here's the best part. There are 4 cards. Now I want you to imagine that they're the 4 queens. Hearts, diamonds, clubs, spades. Can you imagine that? Nice. They are the 4 queens. Here's where I need your imagination. Watch. Jen, I just removed 2 of the cards. Okay. Were they the reds or the blacks? The reds. What? How did you know that? That's impressive. Good. Now watch. I put one of those red queens face up, one face down. The card that's face up, is that the hearts or the diamonds? What? How did you know this? That's crazy. Watch. That's not the best part. the best part is I knew you were going to take that because that's the only red card in the whole stack. And guess what, Jen? I didn't even bring any of the other queens.
Oh my goodness.
Give her a nice round of applause, will you, everybody? Nice job, nice job. That it? Need any more? We got time for one more?
One more.
Oh, sweet. Okay, good. I'm going to take you back. I love baseball. I played baseball. I was 12 years old. I played on the Hornets. Now, there was a kid that moved in from Arizona. His name was Rhett Butters. He was the third baseman. We became best friends. He invited me over to his house. We went down in his room. Over in the corner of his room, he had all this magic stuff. And I'm just looking at it like, what is all this cool stuff? He could see I was interested, so he said, hey, Lance, you want to see a magic trick? I said, man, do I ever? So he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out a white pocket square. That's all he had. He had a left hand. He had a pocket square. He had a right hand. That's it. He took that handkerchief, and he tucked it into his closed fist. He got a little puff of air. Folks, he changed that handkerchief just like that. I couldn't believe what I saw. He showed less white. He showed more red. He showed less white. He changed that handkerchief just like that. I said, Red, do that 5 more times. I'll pay you later. I said, Red, how did you do that? He says, it's simple. You just take that red handkerchief, you tuck it down into your fist. I said, I know. I've been watching you like a hawk. What are you doing? He says, you get a little puff of air. And it changes colors just like that. I said, Red, how in the world are you doing it? He says, Lance, it really does help if you have 2 handkerchiefs. Can you imagine that, right? Who would have thought? Now, he never did tell me what he did because magicians don't reveal their secrets. Here's what I think he did. I think he tucks that handkerchief down into his fist, his closed fist like that. Now, he keeps it in finger palm because if he opens it, everybody sees the red handkerchief. So don't open your hand. Does that make sense? Okay? Now, you take the white one and you put it down into your pocket. Okay? Just like that. Now you walk into a room. Hey, what's your name? Dakota, would you like to see a magic trick? Well, he's not going to say no, right? That gives you the cover to slip your hand down in your pocket. Grab that white handkerchief, right? There. You tuck it down into your fist with that red handkerchief. You get a little puff of air. Yep, it comes out red. Now I said, Brett, what if I wanted to change the color? Lance, that's a piece of cake. You can change it to whatever color you want, as long as it fits in your hand. Now, folks, that is the story of the color-changing handkerchief. I hope you liked it. Thank you. Nice. Thank you very much.